Welcome to the fourth and final part of our February movie club with the Oscar movie edition. Our final film today on this podcast is The Martian. It's a 2015 American science fiction film directed by Ridley Scott and starring Matt Damon. The film is based on Andy Weir's 2011 novel The Martian, which Drew Goddard adapted into a screenplay. Matt Damon stars as an astronaut who is mistakenly presumed dead and left behind on Mars. The film depicts his struggle to survive and others' effort to rescue him. The film ensemble cast also includes Jessica Chastain, Kristen Wiig, which caught me off guard, Jeff Daniels, Michael Peña, Katie Mara, Sean Bean, caught me off guard, Sebastian Stan, Axel Henny, and Chiwetel
Ejiofor.
There you go.
Eventually found out how to say that the right way, too.
Initial thoughts, Latte.
You know what? This movie kind of surprised me a little bit because of all the movies for the movie club, this one was the one that I didn't really want to see and I didn't care about. And I thought I was going to completely hate it. I didn't completely hate it. It was okay. But there were points that kind of felt like a very high-budget Lifetime movie.
Tony, what were your initial thoughts on The Martian?
I thought this was going to be the one that I liked the best, and I was the most disappointed with it, actually.
No.
I saved it for last, because I was like, oh man, at least if I go through the other three and they kind of suck, The Martian will be good. And then I was just kind of like, there's not really a whole lot of substance to this. It's just like something goes wrong, but we'll figure out the math. And then they do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's fine, but it's not the type of movie I was expecting it to be.
Weird. It's my favorite out of the four. Way better than Interstellar.
Oh, yeah, I'll agree with that one.
Well, I fell asleep on that one, so I don't know.
You can actually hear the characters in The Martian.
Yes. Again, the cast, I've already gone through most of them. Some of them shocking me, such as Kristen Wiig, Sean Bean, and being in this film. Another one that shocked me was Donald Glover was in it. And many of you may know him from Community, and he was this weird, eccentric genius that eventually solved the issue to get Matt Damon off Mars. Tony, what were your thoughts on casting?
Really good cast. It's a shame that a lot of them couldn't really do all that much. This was basically Matt Damon sort of looking into a camera for a good portion of that, and seeing some of the people cast in some of the roles were really surprising, like you said. Like, I would not have expected, out of all the people, to play the head of that division to be Sean Bean.
Yes.
It was like, dude, shouldn't you be up there dying?
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, he's going to die. I don't know
Right?
how.
And I had watched Steve Jobs the other day, since that's another movie that's nominated for Best Picture. Or, actually, no, it's not nominated for Best Picture. It's nominated for just, like, Best Actor or something. So I had seen Jeff Daniels the other day playing the part of a dude who's in control of a company and doesn't know what's right and what's wrong and kind of goes back and forth. And then in this movie, it's like head of the CIA, or the head of NASA, and doesn't know exactly what to do and trying to go back and forth. But the difference is between those two movies, he's more of a jerk in Steve Jobs, and he's more of a good guy in this one. So that was better because it was a lot easier for me to swallow his character. And a lot of them were just sort of, like, I like seeing some of these actors. Like, Kate Mara deserves to be a better known actress than what she is. She just ends up taking these movies like Fantastic Four, and it fucks her career over. Sebastian Stan, perfectly good background guy. Michael Peña, of course, it was a shame that he couldn't do his Ant-Man gimmick. Just like, she's crazy, stupid, fine. And
I talked to this guy who was on this guy that was on the space station that lives on Mars. And
yeah, exactly. That would have been awesome. That would have been a scene in there. Kristen Wiig came out of nowhere. You're right. Like, you're in this movie? Okay. And Donald Glover was just like, shit, dude. Matt Damon, perfect person to play his part, I think.
Latte, what were your thoughts on casting?
You really gonna call me that? Okay.
Oh yeah, you're stuck with that.
All right.
Forever.
Oh no. Well, I guess that's better than what I've been called in the past, but that's okay.
It's either that or toast.
Yeah.
Toast?
Turn down toast.
Oh. Oh, let me answer the question.
I'm sorry, Latte. Please.
Yeah, I agree with Tony. I think the cast was all right. I could kind of see Tom Hanks playing the character of Matt Damon as well, just because I feel like he did a Castaway kind of like similar. I don't know. It was fine. I mean, everybody was fine. Kristen Wiig, I hate her, so I could be without her. Somebody else in that role, even though it was like a small role, I just didn't get why she was in there. Yeah.
Give you some facts about the film. Again, the screenplay was by Drew Goddard. It's based on The Martian by Andy Weir. Music by Harry Gregson Williams. Cinematography by Dries Walski. Fuck it. Edited by Pietro Scalia. Production companies were Scott Free Productions, Kinberg Genre, TSG Entertainment, and distributed by 20th Century Fox. The release date was September 11th, 2015 at TIFF. I don't know what that is. Toronto International Film Festival. Just say that. October 2nd, 2015 in the United States. The runtime is 141 minutes. Country is the United States. Language is English. The budget was $108 million, and the box office was $619.7 million. The critical response. The Rotten Tomato, which categorized reviews as positive or negative, surveyed 287 critics and determined that 92% of the reviews were positive, with a rating average of 7.9 out of 10. And the consensus, quote, smart, thrilling, and surprisingly funny. The Martian offers a faithful adaptation of the best-selling book that brings out the best in the leading man, Neil Damon, and director Ridley Scott. One thing I want to talk about this film that I thought was interesting and kind of alluded to me to another space film that's fictional is the music. Now, one thing I was a big fan of Guardians of the Galaxy was the soundtrack because of how old the soundtrack was with some of the hits they were using. What did you guys think of the music with hits such as Turn the Beat Around, Hot Stuff by Donna Summer, Rock the Boat, Starman by David Bowie, Waterloo by ABBA, Love Train, and I Will Survive? Latte, we'll start with you.
I like the soundtrack a lot. Like, I love those songs. Hot Stuff, like, got me, like, so excited, and Starman made me cry, which was probably, like, the highest point in the movie for me. Yeah, I think it was good. I like that they kind of explain why they're playing the songs, that the,
Captain had a bad taste.
Yeah, she only has like that kind of stuff in the music folder or whatever. Yeah, I liked it.
Tony, what were your thoughts on the soundtrack?
Outside of Hot Stuff, I hate all the other songs.
Oh, come
So when
on.
he said that he was going to kill himself if he heard that too often, I was thinking the same thing in the movie. I'm like, oh god, I don't want to hear Love Train and for this. It's so awkward. The score kind of, I have to listen to that again because there were a couple points in this where I was just like, did they just steal something from Moon? It sounded kind of like it. And I wouldn't be too surprised if like the little like kind of the background thing, if they were just like, yeah, just take that from Moon. We like that.
Well, he previously worked on Kingdom of Heaven, Prometheus, and Exodius, Gods and Kings. Composing the main film, for the film score.
I do like Harry Gregson Williams. I think he actually did Team America.
Me, Damon.
Yeah. I think he might have been the one that does that. Or it might have been somebody else who was in that same chain of the remote control productions.
As we do for all films, as we ride down here on the For Real Movie Club, or the Movie Club, my bad. 4 films confuses me. Who knows? I'm crazy. Tony, what were your high points, low points, and rating 1 to 10?
High point, I guess the thing that I liked the best about this movie overall was just that. See, I guess I could tie this into my low point a little bit. I'm not a big fan of tension movies, so I didn't really like Gravity because it was just one thing after another of like, well, then this went wrong, and then now we got to do this, or else we're gonna die. Then this thing goes wrong, and then we're gonna die, whatever. That stuff kind of gets like exhausting for me, and maybe I have like too much stress already in my life that I don't want to see another thing that's just constant stress and poking at me and whatever. So I guess that was my least favorite part. or maybe the fact that Matt Damon was just a little too on the nose charming. But my favorite part would probably be how they could actually bring some levity into it. So you did have like I fucked this up, but I'll figure out a way. And then it was like, all right, so I don't have to be that stressed out. But it was really unoffensive. Like, it was good, but nothing's really that great or memorable about it. So I don't know if anything really stands out all that much. So I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10.
Latte, high point, low point, and what was your rating 1 to 10?
High point, aside from Starman playing, I liked the sets they shot at. Mars looked really cool, and all of the space stuff looked good as well. Didn't look too CGI'd for my taste. Like, I enjoyed that. Low point, see, like, I'm the opposite of Tony. Like, I go to the movies and I want to feel something that just makes me really uncomfortable, or makes me cry, or it just makes me really upset, or something. Like, made me feel something. And this movie was just kind of like a fart in the wind for me. Like, nothing really happened. Like, well, a lot happened, but it was like nothing. It didn't, like, emotionally resonate with me at all. So that was like the worst part of it. I'll give it a 5. Why not?
There you have it. Matt Damon was rescued again here on the Movie Club. And that'll do us for this month's edition, Oscar Movies. As we always do with all our podcasts here at Fanboys Anonymous, we like to go around the horn and see what everybody's up to. Latte, we'll start with you. What you got going on? Maybe your real name?
Yes, guys, my name is Caroline Latte. Well, yes, always check out Fanboys Anonymous. There's always, like, awesome articles popping up there, so make sure you go check it and read them all. And check out my website, creepycaroline.bigcartel.com. And that's it.
Mr. Mango, what do you got to plug, bud?
Far too much. First off, I just want to throw out there to always check out fanboysanonymous.com for anything else we have going your way for the articles and for the different podcasts and stuff. We are going to be talking a little bit about the Oscars, maybe, depending on if we've got people who are interested in talking about it, and maybe not. If that isn't the case, then you just pay attention to what the Oscars results are on fanboysanonymous.com, and I'll be giving my opinion about that somewhere along there, too. We've got a whole bunch of stuff coming up this next month for Batman v Superman. There's going to be another unboxing video, most likely. There's going to be maybe a group meeting about that topic, maybe about something else, I don't know. But we might actually debut a new segment, so stay tuned to hear about that. There might be a fan tracks that I'm thinking about doing of Batman and Robin.
I want to play the voice of Robin.
There could end up being a whole lot of different things, because that's a funny thing that we can get into. And maybe even next month's movie club could end up being Batman movies or Superman movies or both. God knows what yet. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And if you're interested in the pro wrestling side of things, go to smarkoutmoment.com. You'll find everything there, including our new t-shirts that we have on sale at Redbubble. So go buy some stuff.
And one cheap plug from yours truly. March 12th, we're doing a charity event, a Dace-tacular Gaming for a Cause, where we are raising money for Alzheimer's organization, the Delaware Valley Association. So please, if you got $5, donate. There's some awesome prizes, comic books, video games, tickets to the Phillies if you're in the area, and much, much more. It's March 12th starting at noon, running to March 13th at noon. I'll be there. Mr. Mango will be there. Plenty of people in the Fanboys Anonymous and Dace Man Show Network will be at the event. Again, check out, you can donate at fanboysanonymous.com and thedacemanshow.com. So, for myself and my esteemed colleagues, Latte and Mango, this is the February Movie Club. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next month.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response